Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Morning, Tyagaraj. Very good. Morning, everybody. Hello, Vimal. Right. Start பண்ணிடலாமா ஒன்றும் இல்லைங்களா? ஆ ஓகே ஓகே.
Good morning, my dear friends.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my dear friends. Once again, I request you to ask your friends to join as early as possible. The resource person is waiting. My dear friends, in a minute or two, we will begin the session. We have requested the other participants to join as early as possible. Kindly hold for a few minutes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning and welcome to you, dear learners. Now we have with us Dr. Ravindran. Yesterday we had a wonderful session. We all enjoyed smudge painting, introduction to smudge painting. And I was really happy to see your paintings immediately. And some of you have done and you have put it in, you have shared it in the WhatsApp group. Really very happy to see, implication of the work, the demonstration that we had yesterday. Now you will have much more interesting factors of the same smudge painting by Dr. Ravindran. Sir, welcome you, sir, on behalf of Valley Adder Course Graphics Design. Over to you, sir, for the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vimal. Good morning, dear friends. Yesterday, we had just gone through some of the aspects of this smudge painting, and immediately afterwards, I got some designs, and it's one of them is from Tyagaraja, the very little boy who designed it and uploaded it immediately, maybe within an hour. So I appreciate Tyagaraja for his interest. And similarly, also leisurely you try to involve in this painting, and definitely it will give you a kind of satisfaction once if you got a perfect output. So today also I'll just proceed with that smudge painting. For the first 20 minutes or half an hour, I'll just go through the things that we have seen yesterday just for the clarity. And after that, I'll add some more features. Okay, so mainly it is hair drawing, how to bring in that insight so that we'll see. And all these things put together, you can just go for your designs. Maybe you can just take this weekend and design different things and upload it. And if you have any problem, you are most welcome to post your queries. We'll try to sort it out. And definitely you should be in a position to design, maybe in another 3 or 4 days. So you know the different aspects of that. And after that only you can go for this fine tuning. Okay. So within the next 1 hour, I'll try to do my level best. So I'll straight away proceed with the demonstration. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. So initially, the canvas is ready. Now I'll try to bring in some pictures. Already I've downloaded some of the pictures. Yesterday I've just painted Amitabh Bachchan. Now I'll go in for something like Ajit. I'll bring in this and I'll put it inside here. Okay. So this I don't want now. Okay, so the picture is now available inside. So resize it as you want it. Like this. You'll have to eliminate the background because you are trying to bring in something else. So you'll try to retain the face along with the shoulders and everything. You'll try to retain it, and after that we'll eliminate those things that are not necessary. So what's the thing that you're going to use here? It's the pen tool. Straight away you can go for the pen tool. I'll just start from here. I can just go on. Okay, try to learn how to use this pen tool. Okay, so it is Alt and then press it in that particular point, and after that you can go for the straight line. You can have any number of points you can create. Okay, so from this point up to this, I can just go in for an arc. It's not coming correctly. Okay. So just go on selecting your area. Okay, just by plotting different pixels. And here is the starting point. So now go for make selection. Okay, so I don't know, some mismatch is there. Okay, I've done something wrong here. So again, I'll do it. So you need not worry about this outer lines because you can very well change it. Don't worry about the exact way by which you can cut. Okay, roughly you can do that clipping, and after that you can fine tune it. Selected. After completing that loop, go for make selection option. Okay, and then, as I told you, you have to go in for this this area, right hand side bottom. Here you have apply layer mask. Okay, just apply this. You see automatically I have eliminated the background. So after that, what I told you, so this particular layer, now we have created that layer mask. Just to take a copy of that, duplicate layer, take a copy of that. So now you have two different layers. The bottom one, you try to remove that layer mask. So I have removed that layer mask, and at the top one, I'm just applying that layer mask. Apply layer mask. Okay. So the bottom one, you can just hide it now. If you want later, you can retrieve it. So I'm just keeping that original file as it is, and I'm just hiding it, and the clipped portion alone is now visible. Okay, so this is visible now. So I've just enabled that particular layer. Now you can go for all other operations of preparing this particular image. So what you are going to do it, here it is image, adjustments, and then go for this brightness and contrast. Okay, so here you see whatever brightness is necessary, you can just have it. Contrast, okay, right. So after that brightness, go for the next one, coloring. If you want to add some color, you can do it with the help of this image adjustment color balance. Okay, slightly you can increase the color if you want to just see the effect of this coloring. I am slightly adding that color. Yes. Right. So after this coloring, you can just go in for this shadow and highlights. Shadow and highlights. Try to alter this. Just see the effect of that. Okay, and just varying that shadows, the amount. So it's darkening. Now it's lighter side. So whatever that is necessary for you. So it is getting darker. And then with respect to highlights, so it's getting darker less slightly. So try to reduce that. That will be bright. Adjustments, if you want, you can do it. So brightness. Okay, these things you can select as per your wish. Finally, just press OK. Now the picture is somewhat ready. And after that, go for filter, sharpen, smart sharpen option. Now the picture is getting clearer. Okay. So here you can adjust. Okay. So this is to get clarity with respect to that hair, because these things are supposed to be very important. Otherwise, the original picture and the marked picture or smudged picture may differ. So try to retain that dimension. So now we have done this one. Now we are ready for smudging. It is ready. So you take a copy of that again. So after performing this, take a copy. Keep one copy here, hide it, and you have the layer at the top. That's the second copy. So with that, you are going in for this smudging. Okay, how are you going to do that? It is the smudge tool, and then go for this brush. Here you see some 65 that you can select. It's a small thing. If you want, you can increase it or decrease it just by pressing that braces. Right hand side brace means it will increase, the size will increase. Left hand side brace, the size will increase. Okay, you can just control it with the keyboard itself. Okay, I'll start doing this smudging operation from nose. Okay. And here the strength, you have to maintain it around 60. Now I'll go in for that smudging here. I'll try to remove all those things, the black spots and so on. I can remove it. We can very well control this size with braces. Okay, right hand side brace will increase the size, left hand side brace will decrease it. Okay, I'm not altering. You have to be very slow. Okay. Slowly you can just perform this smudging operation. Slightly keep that circle, that is the brush size, the diameter you have to adjust depending on the position. Okay, so when I just go near that nose, I'll reduce that size. Here I can increase. So on the one hand, I'm having that mouse. On the other hand, the left hand side index finger, I'm just controlling the size of that brush. And now to the forehead. I'm doing it somewhat faster, but you can just do it slowly, because each and every position, that coloring and the other effect, you have to retain it as it is. You are not supposed to change the dimension. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, somewhat I have done that. Just by retaining all these highlighted points, I'm just retaining it as it is. Slightly, I'm just making all the modifications. All those black spots I have removed. Okay, right. Now, there's eyebrows. So that also you can do it with the help of this. Okay, I'm just doing it with respect to these eyebrows. Also, I'll do that. Some lighting effect is there on the right hand side, the face. This particular portion, you can just drag it so that it's clear. You just see, I'm just dragging in that portion so that all those unwanted things gets eliminated. Okay, when you come to the eyes, you have to be very careful. Just see, I'm just dragging this particular portion. Yeah. And here bottom's portion of that eyes. And this black color dot, that also you have to be very careful. And this white portion, no, you can just add some kind of new white patches just to highlight. So you see, I'm just selecting this foreground color here, and I'll go for this white color background. So I'm selecting that white. Now you see, by just pressing this Alt key, I'm just still with the smudging tool. Just by pressing this Alt key, if I press here, automatically that white patches will come here. Just see, I'm adding white color here for that eyes. After adding this, by just pressing this Alt key, if you press it, automatically the foreground color will be placed. Now you can go for smudging that. So that the eyes will be brighter now. Okay. So I have just made some modifications, and now it's brighter. And within that black color people know, there also you can have a white color dot. Just see these here. I'm just adding some white color dot here. Okay. Now you see the difference between this left and right eye. Here it is white color patches are introduced, and on the inside that people also, I'm just adding that white color just to give some kind of highlighted effect. And similarly, I'll do it for the left eye also. Just see how minimum that brush size. Now I'll go for increasing that size and just highlighting that black dot. And now I'll go in for that placing of these white dots. I'm pressing that Alt key. I am pressing the mouse button so that the white patches are placed here. Okay, white patches are placed here. And after that, release that thing, leave that Alt key. Now you can go for smudging. Okay, and here inside that people also you can just reduce that. Okay, so this you can. Okay, now you see the difference. I'll just enable this. This is the original picture. This is the modified picture. You see the difference between these two. Okay, you see the eyes. I'm just retaining the vision, and only I've just given some brightened that particular eyes with the help of that white color. You can see the difference between these two. Okay, right. So now after completing this, in all the other places we have got only this hair. Now how to smudge the hair? So for that one you have to change the brush. So I am still having that smudge tool. The brush, I'll go and select either 3 dots or one more thing that is available here. Just see this brush you can select, reduce the size. Okay, now we can start smudging that hair. Just see, I am starting from this particular position. I'll just retain that shape. Okay. I'm just smudging. Okay, so here you see. So for this smudging of this hair, you just select either 3 dots or any other thing with dots like this. You can see that one here, the brush. You can select such a brush for the smudging this hair.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
sir, how would you increase the diameter of brush?
Yeah, that I told you, no? Just pressing that brace key is, no? Brackets or braces. Curly braces, no? Curly
Yes,
braces.
sir. Yes,
Right
sir.
hand side brace means it will increase the size. Left hand side it will decrease the size.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Just use the right hand for your operation of the mouse, and left hand side index finger is just control that size.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Can go
There
ahead.
is no 3 dots option in my
Ah,
laptop. How
ah.
we will get this 3 dot option?
It's not there in your
No, sir. No, sir.
any other thing, any other dots.
Yes, single dots are there, sir. Only single dots are there.
Maybe I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So how to load it? I'll tell you. This I have created.
Okay,
So
sir.
you can create that dot. I'll let you know. Okay.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Right. Okay, just see, we have just smudged these things up to a particular level. So up to what level it is necessary, you just see that. At a particular point of time, you can stop that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
One dark mark under the eye. Can we remove this also?
Yeah, you can. Where is it in this picture?
Yes, sir. One dark line.
I'll just tell you. Suppose if you have, just a minute. A dot is like this. Suppose if it is available in this way. Okay, a dot is there, and if you want to remove that, just go and select. So here the foreground color is to be selected. So just click on this foreground color, and then with this selection option, you can just go and select the color nearby. So I'm just clicking there. So automatically the color comes over here that you select it. And now the smudge tool is there. Along with that smudge tool, you just take it to that exact point by pressing this Alt key. You just press it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Automatically it gets removed.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And if you have some patches, you can just eliminate it with the help of smudging. You can remove that.
Okay,
So
sir. Thank you,
anything
sir.
can be removed. Any black spots or any other thing to be removed, you can just perform it with this smudging. Just say I just removed that dot, and now it is not there. It's not visible. Okay, so the hair is created like this, smudge like this, and I'll do the same thing here with respect to this. Beard also. Okay. The orientation of the hair is to be retained. Right. Now you can see the difference between the smudged part and the original. This is the smudged one. Now if you want to go in for some kind of coloring, you can just do it. I'll create, so this is the layer in which this picture is available, and maybe you can just use that eraser tool, and then the opacity you can just control it, so it's around 50. I'll try to remove this particular portion. Okay, slowly I am just erasing this with the eraser tool. The sharp edges there at the bottom, I'm trying to remove that. With the help of that eraser tool, I'm doing it. Okay. Now, okay, so for the hair, if you want to give a different color, you can just do it in a simple way like this, I'll tell you. So this is the layer. layer 2, copy 2. That is a layer in which this particular picture is there. So you see, I'll just remove it and enable it. So this is available in that top layer. And above this layer, you create one more new one. Control Shift N. Create a new layer just above that. So in this layer, you can add some colors. For example, here I'll just go and select the brush tool, and then the color I'm selecting. Maybe I'd like to give some blue color. Okay, blue color effect, I'll add it here. And the brush size also you select. So maybe I'll select something like this. Okay, opacity, you can just reduce it to around 30. Okay, I'm adding some colors here. I'm just adding the color only in the new layer. If you don't want that color, you can very well remove it. Just see, I'm adding it in a new layer. And we can also have some dark colors inside. And some light colors there in the outer side. And when you're just going for that outer coloring, just near that edge, you just press the control key and press this picture. That is layer 2, copy 2, press it. So automatically the area will be selected. So you will not be painting outside that particular area. Now I'll go for the yellowish color here. Just there on the edges, I am providing yellow color. Okay, inside I'm having some this great color. Okay, so now I've just given some color. So it's all up to you. You can just choose your own colors. I have just given some color, and the outer it's yellowish color. And right. So now we just see, and just this is the normal mode. The select the topmost layer, and the merging option is normal. So instead of that, you go in for multiply. Just see, it's getting changed now. Multiply. Or you can go for overlay. Overlay. Okay. So whatever color that you want, you can just add it like this. If you want to remove that thing or somewhat reduce the amount of color, you can just do it with the opacity or with the help of this eraser tool, and with opacity reduced, you can just remove that color if you want. Okay, slightly I'm removing the color. Okay, this is how we can add color to the hair. This is one way by which you can do it. Okay. Now this so after if everything is okay, if you are very satisfied, so now you can, if you don't want the color, you can very well remove it. Okay, if you are satisfied with this color, then you can just merge these two things together. Merge these two things together. Okay, so merging means that color will get attached to that particular layer. Now it is ready now. The layer is created. Now we can, if you want, you can go in for this adjustment with the hue and saturation. Okay. Let's see how it is getting changed. The entire thing we are trying to give a different perspective, like this, you see. Okay. So that yellowish color is somewhat brighter now. So that's why I'll try to. Or you can go for placing some white patches. This smudging. Okay. Now in this particular stage, you have outer side, it's nearly yellowish color now. So you have to bring that color as a background. That will be nice. So I'll go and select an yellowish background. Background, right. So anything you can just select. So maybe you select something like this. So I'll copy this and we can just paste it here. Just to bring it, so after pasting it, extend that background picture. Maybe we'll try to bring this red color to the bottom side, yellow to the top side. Okay, so bring it down. Okay. If you don't want this background lines, you can just go and use this blurring effect with the Gaussian blur. You can just remove that. Okay, so I can blur that effect, right? And here at the bottom, you got that pink color. And if you want, you can just increase that also. So I'm just going in for that brush, and then I'll select the foreground color of this brown color, and then I'll just add that brown here. Just see, I'm just increasing that brown color. you can have this kind of yellow color here in the background. So I'm just adding that yellow color to the background. Okay. Is it okay? Any clarification on this? So definitely you'll be getting it, but slowly you try to do it in a trial and error basis, because at the first instance itself it won't come correctly. So you'll have to do it step by step. So this is one way by which you can add color. Another one, just I'll give you another method also. Let this be there as it is. I'll go for one more thing. What are the ways by which you can add hair? Okay, so I'll bring in somebody else, maybe this picture. Okay, I'll go for, I'm not going in for smudging of this face and so on. I'll straight away go in for this hair. Just a portion of that I'll do it and I'll show it to you. So go for the smudge tool, select the particular this layer to be selected. Now I selected this tool for smudging this hair, and just see. I'll do that smudging. Okay. So on the flow of that hair itself, you have to proceed like that. You should not alter that flow. Okay, so I've just done some portion of that smudging operation. I've done it. Okay, so after this, now just to see this particular area, I've just done it like this. What I can do now is I can just go and draw something there. Suppose if you want to have some coloring here, I'll just go and choose that particular color that is available here, just a lighter color. Okay, I've selected this lighter color, and now you see, I'm just by pressing this Alt key, I'm pressing the mouse button. Some dots are created, no? So dots are created. So this you can use it. Just see. And after that, if you go for that smudging, that light color is now introduced here. Instead of that, if you want to have a blue color, you can do that. So here I'll just go in for, instead of this brown, I'll go for a blue color. How are you going to introduce this color? It is by just pressing the Alt key. You can just press the mouse button. Automatically, the color, the foreground color, will be introduced here. So after that, the introduction of that color, you can just go for that smudging. So it looks like the hair and that particular position, the blue color light is falling on that particular position. So that effect you can create. This is one way by which you can do it. The other way is, okay, the other way, I'll just show it to you. So here I'd like to have something else. The yellow color line should be drawn. So how we can do that one is, you see, so go and select this. So I'll go in for one more new layer. New layer is selected. So in that new layer, I'll just go and select this brush, and the size of that brush, try to reduce it to 3 or 4. Okay, the size is 3 pixels. I've selected. Okay, and right. So I've selected the brush with the size 3, and now you can just draw and see. Yes, you see on the right hand side it's getting drawn. Okay, I'll go and change the color also. So the color is changed. Okay, now I'll go in for that pen tool. After selecting all those colors, brushes, size, everything, you go for the pen tool. So I just selected that pen tool. Just see from here, I'll click it, and I'm just drawing a line like this. That's all. So like this. So with the help of the pen tool, I'm just drawing these lines. So how are you going to draw this one? Just click it at one point, and the other point again click it and drag it in order to complete that path. Okay. So I have drawn some lines here. Can you see that one here? So I have drawn some lines at this particular point. Lines are drawn here. Okay, so this is the place. Now, after that, just right click on that. Go in for stroke path. Okay. And then right click, delete path. Just see, in those places we have got these lines with the color selected, with the size. So I have selected 3 pixels width, and that's why each and every line is like this. Just see. Just see those lines. You have drawn these lines, that alone I am just selecting it. Okay, it's just like a hair, no? Suppose if you want to increase that, just click on this layer 2, just duplicate it, and automatically move that thing to a different location. Again, another copy.
Sir, can we press Alt key and move it?
Just a minute. Just see this particular thing. You see the effect of that. Effect of this line. So I have just drawn some lines. Now you could see that it's just like a hair, no? So it's you have given a different color. After smudging, if you want to give some highlight, you can just do that here, like this, with the help of these lines. Just by drawing the line, and before you draw the line with the help of that pen tool, just see that effect here. You just see this particular place. Similarly, you can also do it here. I'll do it once again in another. After that, you can just merge all these lines together. I'll go for a new layer. A new layer is drawn. I'll again do it. So I'm just retaining that brush size as 3 pixels. 3. You see, brush is selected. The size is 3. And if you want, you can increase it. If you want to have a broader one, you can increase it. It's up to you. So I am just maintaining it at 3. And now I'll go in for the pen tool. Just see here. I'm just drawing that here. And after completing that line, escape. Again, another line. Like this. Okay, so after drawing all these things, so click it at one point, go to the other end, so fix the curve, and then escape, just to come out of that, so that you can go for a new line. So after completing all these things, what is the procedure? Just right click, stroke path, okay, and then again right click, delete path. Just see, I've created those lines. Just see the effect of that. Just drawn it with the help of this. If you want to have some more hairs like this, then you can just copy it. Take a copy of that layer. After taking that, you just move that layer. Just move that layer. You see? I'm just moving it. Is it okay? So this is how you can add. So after smudging, you can add some kind of hairs. And this will be very important when you try to give it. So in this particular place, no, it's not it's not, I think it's clumsy at that particular point. Maybe you can just have that, this type of hair drawing there in that particular position. At this particular point, again, a new layer. Just see pen tool. So from here, escape. Okay, so again, stroke path, okay, and then go for a delete path. Automatically, it's going to have that effect. You see that line. So this is how we can create that effect. Okay, and this is one thing. This is a way by which, with the help of this pen tool, you can draw different hairs. And if you want to have something on the forehead, you can just bring it inside. If you want to have it differently, if you want to add something different, for example, you see, so from here, I'm just adding something like this. So I'll change the color to somewhat a darken one. And here, pen tool. Okay, so right click, stroke path, and then delete path. Okay, so you can see some of the hairs there. Just copy of that, move it. See the effect of these lines. Like that, slowly you have to add these effects. And along with that, one more thing I'd like to say, highlighted. So for example, in this particular picture, I would like to give some kind of highlighted effect. For example, here, I can add some white color in order to highlight that portion. Just that smudging tool, the circle, use it as a 45. So here it is white color now. Okay, I'll just add some white colors like this and then go for this. So this is what we call it as highlighting. Okay, you see the effect of that. So this is what we call it as highlighting. Just adding some kind of white patches here and there, just to give a attractive picture, no? So these some areas are to be highlighted, not all the places. Only in certain places, if you can add it, add some light color, white patches here and there, and then after introducing that, you have to smudge so that it is not explicitly visible. So after introduction of this, I'll have to go in for that smudging. If these white patches are there, definitely it's going to be attractive. Okay, just see the effect of this. So what we have started here is, we have started with this, but we have converted everything to this level. Okay. So today what you have done is you have introduced how to use the pen tool, and using that pen tool you have cropped all those required portion, and you have hidden all the other unwanted things. And after selecting that portion which we are going to smudge, after selecting that portion you have added some features like coloring, brightness, shadows, highlighting, all those things we have added. And after that you have started smudging operation. You have smudged, and then and there you have introduced some white color also. Okay, when you are dealing with the eyes you have to be very careful, so the brightness should be there. And after completing that smudging operation, we have gone for smudging the hair. So for that, a separate brush tool we have used, and then how to add colors. Maybe by creating a new layer, you have added the color, and then by just changing the way in which it's to be merged. Okay, you see various options are there. You have used either a multiply option or a overlay option. You can also try the other one and see the effect of each and every one. But it's better to have this overlay just to merge the color that you have added with the picture that is available at the bottom. That's a way by which you can add colors. There's also other way by which you can add color with the help of this brush tool. You can add some dots here and there, and after that smudging you can add color. Okay, and then creation of the hair effect you try to bring in with the help of pen tool. How to do all those things you have seen, and before that hair is drawn, you have to select the brush and the corresponding size along with the strength and opacity. All those things you have to select, and then go for this pen tool. The hair size, the diameter of each and every hair, that you can increase or decrease. So it all depends on selecting that brush size. And after that you have drawn some hairs, and then you can just multiply it just by creating a copy of that layer and moving that position, that you can do it. And finally you have seen how to introduce that highlighting effect, highlighters, that you can introduce it with the help of these white patches. So this I have introduced just to have a different view. Okay. So with that I'll stop. If you have got any clarification, you are most welcome.
My dear friends, we had a very interesting session. Now you feel free to come out with clarification. I think there was 2-3 questions in the chat. You can just open your mic and ask directly to the resource person.
So how to reduce the diameter of the brush? Already I told you, it's with the help of that curly braces. Those two keys available, left brace and right brace. So left one is to reduce the size of the brush, and right one is to increase it. So that's how we can control the size of the brush. Any other questions?
Sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I'm Daphne, and for removing the background, can we use Magic Wand tool or online software for removing the background instead of using the pen tool, sir?
No, if it is a photograph, means with the help of that tool, you'll not be able to remove the background. So it only with the help of this pen tool you can do it. Suppose if it is a drawing, maybe with the help of graphical shapes, you can select the entire shape with the help of that magic tool. But if it is a photograph, it's going to be very difficult.
Sir, but we used remove BG for removing complicated backgrounds, sir. So can we use that?
Which one?
Remove BG online platform where we can
Oh,
remove
this is
the
easy,
background.
no? This with the help of this pen tool, whatever you want, you can do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Daphne, I'd like to add, See, the pen tool, as sir demonstrated, this will be more fitting tool for smudge painting. For removing background, you can use remove PG for other circumstances, other usage.
Thank you,
Any other
sir. Noted,
clarification?
sir.
Sister Gracie, you want to talk something?
Yes, sir. When I select that with the pen tool, that it is coming darkened. That face part is getting darkened as I keep clicking. I'm not doing the properly. Can you clarify, sir?
Can you just come again, sister?
To choose the picture, when I click the pen tool, it is as I keep clicking, it is getting fully darkened.
I don't understand. Vimal, can you just add it?
Sister, could you please share your screen, sister, so that sir will understand. Sister, if you are at system, could you please share?
No, actually I was trying earlier. I deleted it. It was getting darkened. When I click the pen tool, so what I do the next step? Do I click press the Alt key or just keep pressing it?
No, you are using only the pen tool, no?
Yes, pen tool to select the face part, the first step of the.
You won't be getting any problem. You just try that once again, and if you are getting any problem, you just call me. Okay?
I feel. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, could you please demonstrate that step alone, sir, again, sir? Could you please, so that it will be useful for many others. The first step, sir.
Okay, so
Just
that
the
pen tool, no? Usage of pen tool.
Yes, as soon as we select the picture, we bring into the select a particular yes. Now to the not of the hair, earlier on what you showed, the first step of selecting the.
No, this is the picture, sister.
Yes,
If
yes.
you are using the pen tool, just so you see, I am just selecting the pen tool. I am just pressing it here. Okay.
Yes.
It's not getting changed. So I can just go on selecting like this, the area like this.
So which key are you pressing, sir? Is it Alt key?
Nothing. Just
Fine, sir.
mouse.
Thank you. That's what my. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And finally, come back to the original point. Now the shape is completed. It is come. It's in a loop now. So just go for make selection, and then this add layer mask. Okay? Add layer mask. If you just press this add layer mask, all other things will be removed. So whatever area that you have selected, that alone will come to you.
Yes, thank you.
So there is no need to press any other thing. Just mouse button only. If you are, for example, if you are using something like this, a curve like this, then after drawing that curve, you just press the Alt key and press the button. That's all.
Yes.
Only at that time you have to use that Alt key. Otherwise, it is not necessary. Suppose for the normal drawing, Alt key is not necessary. Just a mouse button will do it for you. Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ma'am? Yes, yes, Tyagaraja.
When we are adding air effects, in that we have we will select no sir brush tool and color. After we will go to pen tool sir, and we now draw sir. If we draw, you select no sir on brush so many dots.
Tyagaraja.
Sir, after drawing the arc with the pen tool, you did not sir some dots brush tool, some dots to merge it.
Drawing the hair.
Yes, after drawing hair, you merge not sir some with some brush tool.
So after, so suppose for example, you just see, just wait. suppose if I want to draw the thing, initially you have to set the brush to with some size, for example 3, 4 or 5 like this. I'll select the, so this is the bit. Now go and select. So after selecting that brush size, everything, I'll go for the pen tool. I'll draw the hair, just click it here. Click it here. So here, I'll just draw a curve like this. Escape. Now I've drawn only one hair here. Okay, so from this point up to this point with the black color. So how to bring it here? So right click, stroke path. Okay. And after that, again right click it, delete path. Just see. That,
Sir, you
black.
apply it for that blue color. Blue color.
If you want blue color, just change it.
No, sir. In the hair you apply no, sir. Some in that picture you apply no, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. That's a different issue. So select the color you want to draw. Okay, select the color. So you see, I'm just going in for this green color. Okay. So select the corresponding smudge tool. Smudge tool is selected, and that I'll go in for the one 3 dots.
That brush is not available in system.
It's okay. You can download it. You can download it. Just see here. I'm just having these 3 dots. I'll just by pressing this Alt key, press it. That's all. 3 dots will be there. And after that, you can go for smudging. You can go for smudging like this.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Because now the brush size is bigger, so you can reduce it. This is how you can introduce that color. Just see, once again I'll do it. Just press the Alt key, press the mouse button once, the color will be introduced, and after that, release that Alt key, you can go for smudging. Okay, like this. So you can do it. Is it okay, Jagaraj?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm expecting a picture from you before this evening. Can you do it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, very good, very good, very good.
So, dear friends, it was a great session, and all of you should have enjoyed. Now, it is really interesting. It's really interesting. Spend some quality time. You'll be able to really make it. Don't give up. At the beginning, you may find it little difficult. As I said, you will have to spend quality time. Sir has learned this art of designing for 2 years, I think, and still he's doing every day whenever event comes. So when you practice again and again, you'll become certainly an expert in smudge painting. Sir, we had a very interesting session with you, sir, and all the participants, learners enjoyed a lot, and you clarified doubt very slowly, and the pace that you have taken is really excellent, and yeah, all of them got it, and we will definitely have the fruit of the demonstration what we had today.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, sir, for having spent the quality time.
Thank you, Vimal. I'm expecting this type of smudged painting from each and every one of the participants.
Yes, sir. Yes. So I request the participants to please share your paintings. You can spend some time tomorrow or day after tomorrow in the weekends, and just share your paintings in the group, and sir will comment on the pictures that you share in the group. Thank you very much for having joined in the morning. I hope many of the students and staff members are having their exam, and they will be shared with the recorded version they can avail, and the attendance link is shared. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you, Vimal. Thank you. Thank you. All the best. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Aaron Raj, the attendance link is shared. Sir, I'm starting, sir. I'm coming, sir. I'm coming towards you. Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Mani sir, please stop recording, sir. Mr. Mani? Mr. Mani?
Thank you, sir.